Jordan Israel. And Guatemala, and the referee of this bout from Turkey, Yesar Sinar.
That's Eminson of Iceland in the blue there. And on the right-hand side of your screen, representing Ecuador in the red, Prieto.
Round one.
So into the first round. 2 more fights to come in this evening session after this one. Exchange on the inside there. And Prieto falling short with the right hand. Eminson looking to maintain that gap for the most part. He's looked quite sharp with the 1-2 at times, right down to the body, then just got caught by right upstairs. He had his hands low and he was made to pay for it. Prieto, for the most part, seems to be waiting for Emerson. He seems to be happy enough for Emerson to lead off and then look to try and counter. Led off himself there, though, with a left followed by a right. I think he fancies himself as having the quicker hands of the two here. Again, looks for that left hand, left hook, really, leading off with the hook and then the right cross. Straight right hand, and ever since I've said that he's happy to wait for Emerson and then react, since then he's led off every single time, and I do think the reason is that he feels he's got a real edge in hand speed here. Emerson with a combination, most of that was taken on the gloves, left hand to the body. Good jab that though from Emerson. Nice jab. Needs to keep throwing that. Final few seconds of the round. Now, it's been fairly even, this. Emerson in the blue, representing Iceland, goes back to that corner. Prieto of Ecuador back to the red corner. As I said, Emerson, the only member of the Icelandic team here this week. It's a great setup here, it really is. You look at those screens in the background. The partition wall between the rings, the facilities are tremendous. It's as good a setup as I've seen at any amateur international tournament I've been to. We're just waiting for the scores there to appear at the end of the first round. We didn't manage to get a look at them. They would have seen them in the corners, though, I assure you of that. There's a monitor in the corners.
Second round.
So the coaching staff will be aware of how that first round has gone. As I said, there wasn't a great deal in it. Calling out some codes, I think, to Prieto in the ring, the Ecuadorian corner. 252. I keep picking up 252. A lot of boxers, a lot of teams have codes, numbers, which signify combinations. Right hand there from Eminson. Finishes on the left. Right hand comes back there from Prieto. He looks to try and muscle in and get to work on the inside, backing Eminson up to the ropes on the far side of the ring. He looks more adept up close of the two, the Ecuadorian. Eminson, though, looks capable of doing some effective work at slightly longer range. He's shown us a good jab at times. Well, that was a little bit naughty because the back was turned there and he could see that it was. Eminson had spun around, but that happens in the boxing ring, and Prieto knew what he was doing there. Good strong right hand there from Prieto. They were just stood in front of each other. It was a question of who was going to make the first move there. And I think Prieto always fancies it in those kinds of situations because, as I said before, I do feel he thinks he's got the quicker hands. Short right hand there from Eminson off the ropes, and then Prieto gets a little bit too close. Eminson gets a hold of him, pulls him in. And this time it's Prieto complaining about copping one around the back of the head. Nice chopping down right hand there from Eminson, just clipped Prieto as he was on his way in. It's been a bit untidy this at times, but it's a good match. Fairly evenly matched, these two. Final few seconds of round two. Nice right hand there from Eminson. As Prieto was coming in, just stooped his head and looked to try and move in. And Eminson met him. So 2 rounds down. And there are the scores. And it's level with Yunus Nabil, who gave Eminson that second round. The other judges have given Prieto both of the first 2 rounds. So he's got a 2-point margin in his favour with all 4 of them. So he's very much in control. There's not been a huge amount in either of those first 2 rounds, I wouldn't say.
Seconds out, please. Third round.
Having to rinse off the gum shield there. I'm not absolutely sure why. No matter. So into the third and final round here. Piero Prieto of Ecuador in the red. He's got a comfortable lead with 4 out of those 5 judges. 20 points to 18 up with those 4. So KADRI Eminson has got some task on his hands here if he's going to to turn this one around. He needs to fashion some 10-8s. The other card is level. Good left hand that from Prieto. Just short with the jab there, Eminson. And short with the right hand that time. Prieto has got that kind of low centre of gravity. He's not the tallest, and he boxes out of a little bit of a stoop, keeps that chin nice and low. And then when he gets onto the inside there, that's where he looks to do his work. He knows he's in front here, so just going for a little bit of a walk, using the edge of the ring, which isn't something that he's done in the fight too much so far. He likes to engage, likes to get stuck in, but he knows that this can't really go wrong for him from this point in, unless Eminson finds a money shot here and knocks him out. Time called by the referee, and just a bit of one of the leads there, one of the laces, and the head guard had just come loose. So just cantering towards the end here, final few seconds of this contest between Piero Prieto of Ecuador in the red, who is going to win this against KADRI Eminssson of Iceland. And the Icelandic team, I'm afraid, will be eliminated at that point because it is a one-man team. Just good to see them here, though. And he's a decent enough fighter, Eminssson. He's put up a perfectly acceptable performance there. But Prieto is going to get the win. He was 2 points ahead on 4 cards heading into that final round, and there's no possible way that KADRI Eminssson has won that last round 10-8.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring B, win on points by split decision. From the red corner, Piero Prieto, Ecuador.
Prieto gets it by split decision, though. So that drawn card would have gone the way of Edmondson. Our Jordanian judge there, Yunus Nabil, has made that 2-1 to Eminssson. The other 4 have gone in the direction of Prieto, 3 rounds to 0. So Prieto advances.